Right when I was starting, not this last kid, but the kid before him, I was literally starting his lesson. I opened up my recording software and it goes, "Hey, we performed an update last night." I was like, "Oh, okay." And clicked onto it, and then like a warning label came up and said, "This is not supported." I hit OK, and it deleted everything. Yeah. So I was just like sat there and was like, "What?" All right, let's see how it feels. I'm not good at goodbyes. And your goal, if anything, is see this line? Okay. You want to be on that line or to the right side of it, okay? I'm not good at goodbyes. There you go. Did you have practice with Baldini this Sunday? Will you this upcoming? What up, dude? So what might be causing that result? Yeah. I think, and we've talked about it a little bit too, where this lead arm will kind of get out here, and then it's like you're hitting it here, which is getting that kind of rollover, instead of it being like here. You're here, so you're like extending, you're going extension, like extension and around, versus I want you thinking like you're trying to hit this with your back hip. Wham, wham. There you go. There you go. Way better. How's that feel? A little better, a little worse, about the same? The next time you get that same feeling, I want you to just hold your swing and I want to check something out. If you, that like roll over the top. Hold. On that, do you feel like you get more like on the outside, like kind of out here on your front leg? Okay. Because I feel like on that, you'll go like kind of here, and then it's like kind of around, rather than it being like a turn. So hop in your stance. I want you to imagine like you're in a phone booth, okay? And we're not trying to go anywhere more this way. Yeah, a little bit more bent. There. That's more of the feeling we're trying to fight for. So I feel like sometimes that will happen, and you'll kind of get like here on it. See if you can keep that front knee bent a little bit more. There. Yeah. Kind of like that ability to like keep flowing kind of through. Yeah. How was school today, Leo? No school? How was that? There you There you go. Yeah. Yeah, like that. I'll take that miss. I'll take that miss. You take that miss? I'll take that miss. First things first. It's all right. Take a breath. What are you noticing? What are you feeling? Good, bad, everything in between?
Just pretty okay.
Okay. Want to go bottom hand?
Sure.
Okay, let's do the same drill. There we go. Yeah. There you go. There you go. That's okay. I like that miss. Couple more. There. That's perfect. That's perfect. I really like when you're going this hand, I feel like your lower half moves differently than that hand. Like when you're here, you do a great job of turning, letting this go, keeping it slightly bent, and getting to there. When you go here, it's almost like you like get onto this like front foot and like it's almost like you're trying to get your velocity from like here and like turning. Right. And when I say turning, I don't mean like a good turn. I mean like here and like imagine like if you were like wrestling somebody, you got them like here and pull them this way. It's almost like how you're hitting, where it's like, does that make sense? Okay. There you go. Couple more and then switch back to the other one. Yeah. One more here and then go back to the perfect. Switch hands. Go handband. Huh. Huh. That was kind of neat. Yeah. What do you think? Me too. Yeah. What do you think of the direction? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Home. Yeah. It's okay. Now understand why. You feel yourself kind of. Okay. Where do you feel like, so like on that swing, where do you feel like you're getting your power from. Like if you had an engine, like okay, okay. A little better. Put it on. Yeah. I'm coming home. Understand it. And no one heeds the way. They've forgiven my mistakes. Now, what are the things, if you had to value certain things in the swing, what do you need to value?
Not standing up and just turning.
Okay. So,
Keeping my hand like this. And
there we go. Keep telling me what you need to do versus what you shouldn't do.
that's about it.
Okay. Let's keep fighting for that then. Value what you value. There you go. Same thing. Value what you value. Almost done. There you go. There we go. Why do you think I'm giving you this much time in between each swing?
Think about swing.
Yeah. Also, I don't want you to get too frustrated to where all of a sudden it's just grr, 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 grr. Like, take the moment, breathe. There you go. There we go. Be careful of getting to where it's like here and then a one spin. There. You see that little flutter at the end? That's money, dude. That's money. Yeah. You got like 3 more after that one. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. You need to cut it. Alright, last one here. Grab this one. Grab one more. You need to cut it.
Tyler, I didn't.
Money. Let's go ahead. Let's get a pickaroo on these guys. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. We'll go single hand stuff. Why don't we do off of this guy? workouts been going?
Good.
How do you feel you're kind of ranking in them?
Pretty good. I don't know for sure.
I mean, like, let's.
Pretty good. Feeling pretty good. So.
Good. Would you say like your top half or bottom half? There you go. Alrighty, let's grab. Let me set this guy up. May just found a player to join my 14U team. Boom. Exciting stuff.
Are you guys not playing right now?
Now, well, our first tournament's in March 7th and 8th. And then we'll play 2 times in March, 1 time in April, 2 times in May, 2 times in June, 1 time in July. Oh no, wrong fucking button. All right, we don't need this right away for what we're doing. Yeah, let's do that to start. I'm just gonna go 70. So that way it's nothing crazy. All right, you ready? Yeah. Sorry, let me have you grab your helmet. My bad. My bad, Ev. Now I'm telling you now, this is going to be hard. Yeah. There you go. Way better. Three more. There. Two. Great job. One more. Good leave. All right. Regular bat. I want that same feeling, okay? Yeah. No, we're good on handband, unless you're wanting it. Snag that thing for me. Yeah. Thank you, sir. And then you got yours?
Yeah.
We'll do 70 again. We'll move up in velo if we get 4 hits over a 1-4 smash factor. Otherwise than that, right here, I just want you just finding barrel. Just feel good with the barrel. Boy. What's that game Jinxie's been playing? It's like Clash Royale, but it's not Clash Royale. He's been playing, it's like a new game. High Vice has like more trophies than he does. Alrighty, sir. Hop in your stance for me. Okay, perfect. Ooh, you know what? I'll do that. Put this one over here. We'll put this one over here. There we go. We can do that. We can put them on the ground too. Might put them on the ground. All right. What you watching over there? Yeah. Love it. All right, you ready? Hey, yo, give me 3 more. Hi, kid. There you go. Hi, kid. One more. Good job working that way. Good. Hi, kid. Take a breath. Let's watch some of these. How many of your lessons have you gone back and rewatched? Good. Have you been noticing anything when you go back and rewatch?
It's more like when I'm bad swing, I'm falling out.
Okay. Have you noticed what you're doing to get you to that position before that swing?
Like standing up and not letting my hips go first.
Okay. And then what do you do on the swings where you don't do that? Okay. Have you looked at the timing of everything of when that happens? Let's take a little meander. So I know it's hard with that angle, but with full swing, when you watch this, you're actually able to see when I put the ball on the machine right there, and then you can kind of see like where's your body at with everything else. So what I would say is a lot of the time we can look at something like that where it's like you just look at the bad swings or maybe we just look at the good swings. But if you're only looking at like the start of your bat going into the zone to the end of your bat going in the zone, we can kind of lose out on a lot of other things that are happening. So like here, foot's up in the air before, like right as I'm putting it on the ramp, foot's in the air. I think that's a good timing for you.
That's what, because that's how I can adjust to the off speed better too.
Mm-hmm. Now let's hit this activity. Swing number one, let's see. This is a pretty good rip to start. I like where you're at with that. Foot's up as it goes in the machine. Whammy. I like that. Full swing wise, that has that as your fastest swing as well. So that was a 56 bat speed.
I think it's closer to probably 53-ish.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is like this is probably what was your fastest of the night. Now, exact number it may be 53, but let's see here. We had a 55 in there. So that had it as 53. That had it as 55.6. We had a couple in here, 55, 54. I like that.
Can you see what my apples on all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Because that 34 I was really up.
34, 24, 5, 1, 4, 16, 18, 17, 15. 15 was the first one. 15, 17, 18, 16, 4, 1, 5, 23, 34.
Can I see my last one on there?
Mm-hmm.
The most recent one?
Yeah.
I just don't feel like that's a really bad.
That's fine. I like, look at the space that you have with this front and back arm. Notice how it's not like fully extended. There's some bend to it. So when you go to turn, your barrel's there instead of it being like here. And now you got to turn all the way this way. So a lot of the time we have to try and figure out, like, if you could find a way to do a Happy Gilmore and like start back here and find a way to be on time every time, everyone would hit like that, right? Because you're going to have the most amount of bat speed, most amount of momentum into the swing. Obviously, we can't do that. Now, it also doesn't work if you just stick the bat out. So it has to be something in between. It has to be something with some movement, but something that is not crazy, right? The big thing is we have to learn and figure out how can I deliver the good part of the barrel. So, there's those white lines on the barrel, like right about here. We just need to find a way of how can I get those white lines squared up to the baseball. Think of yourself as like a mailman, Amazon delivery, okay? Those two white lines are the package, and you have to deliver it on time. That's the only thing that matters. That's why, like, I know we've probably had a few conversations about like bat speed just because we're right now where we're at, but like in group sessions, how often am I yelling about bat speed right now? I don't care. Obviously, I would rather 55 over 52, rather 52 over 49 kind of thing. Like, we want more, but that's not what the main focus is right now. All the main focus is how can you deliver those two white lines to the ball and do something cool with a barrel. So we need to find a way of how to keep doing that, okay? And it's something that we've done with movement with like the water bags, of like where you'll go through, water bags here, turn, and try and stop it before it hits the wall. You know what I'm talking about? So very similar, hop in your stance, stride, slow motion turn. So imagine like you're trying to slam the water bag right here. Yes. Notice how now that part's squared. What's up, T? Boom. Go ahead and relax. But essentially, we're trying to accelerate the upper half, but then at some point, this needs to decelerate or stop to allow the bat to whip. Because if this just keeps going and my bat never gets in the zone, you're going to have to turn all the way this way before that bat gets in there. So essentially, let me see this guy. You're trying to almost like fling this bat into the zone. So that way we stop, and all of a sudden this barrel gets that like kind of whip effect. Does that make sense? So I feel like sometimes you'll get to where you're just trying to like turn, 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 and turn, but your barrel never ends up like whipping. It just kind of stays like this. And that's where you'll get some of the glances. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I want you to imagine like you're trying to essentially stop the water. You know what? Let's try this. This is where Connor's doom scrolled on Instagram a little too long. I think our For You pages might be a little different though. What's up, dude? How are you? Doing well.
We got the new front.
What? That's sick. What'd you get? Nice. Is that going to be yours, or are you getting the Tundra? What's the situation? Oh, really? That's dope, dude. Ain't it, Jay? No bet. You okay? So, I want you in your stance. I'm going to feed the ball out of the machine, okay? We're going back, and then you're trying to swing, but you're trying to have the water bag stop before it hits this. Does that make sense?
I'm not trying to hit the ball at all.
No hitting the ball. But you're trying to time up the ball. So it's still load, and you're trying to stop before that water bag hits the tee. Same page? There you go, and I'm now going to bring this closer. Go ahead and do that again. There you go. Same page? I'll bring this back just a hair. All right, you ready, sir? All righty. Yep. Get a full load and accelerate. Yep. Give me that hitting the tee just a hair sooner. There you go. See how close you can get to the bucket. Don't let it touch the bucket, but try and get as close as you can. Had a kid. How close are you to the bucket on that? Got 2 more. There you go. Last one here. Good. Take a breath. I'm tired of your shit, Leo. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to bring this out a little further. All right. Hop in your stance. And let me see. Imagine like I was going through and feeding it. I just want to see what it looks like. There you go. One more. There you go. Do like another 5 of these, okay? I want you going back, and when you go forward, explode, and then try and stop as fast and as quick as you can, all right? I want you to try and make as much noise with that water bag as possible. Make it whoosh. There you go. Good. Hey, kid. 2 more. Good. Last one. Good. How do you feel with that? All right. Now I'm going to have you throw it on your back. Yep. You're going to act like you're trying to hit. Yes. But we're going to do whip backs. So I want you in your stance. You're going to stride. You're going to swing. You're going to go imagine like you're hitting it. Okay, you're going to go. And once you get as far as you can, whipping back as fast as you can. Let me see what it looks like. There you go. And imagine like you didn't have your hands up here. Imagine like you had a bat and you're literally about to get into contact. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. All right. Keep working on it. Good job. Look who it is. You come in and just say hi? Good to see you, bub. Ev, watch this. I'm gonna fuck with him. You just coming in? You just coming in and say what's up? You're not on the schedule. You're just coming in and say hi? You're gonna hit it. Better. 2 more. What's up, dude? Last one. Good. All right, get rid of the water bag. We'll move that tee in the bucket. Yeah, it's Evan, Nick, Tiernan. Max is until 7:45. Yep. How you feel with that? Let's go through regular bat. Let's see if we can go another round. Let's see if we can get 4 more over 1.4 smash. Nope. You're in at 7:45 and 8:30. Max, there is one opening if you want it. 7. You can thank Eli. I like that. Off the end maybe a little bit, but I like that. Oh! Yeah. What was the EV? Yo! Had a kid. 2 more. Oh, close. 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 Had a kid. Give me 1 more. Good leave. Close here. All right. That's a good take. Sorry for anyone watching back home. I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. Good leave. Good leave. Just a hair early. That might be it. Not bad. Four more at most. I like the swing. Find the timing. There you go. Atta kid. Let's get a pick. Good job, dude. What'd you notice after we did the water bag stuff?
Was trying to swing harder.
You notice that your bat speed went up like 5 miles an hour?
Yeah, I was trying to swing up a lot harder.
Well, let's keep doing that. That was pretty cool.